Welcome again to the Purposes of God. This is your host, Doug Krieger, in this special Tribulation Network 29-part series of the Purposes of God. Again, this is video number 9. In video 9, we're going to be discussing time and distance and the ministry of Jesus and how it pertains to time and distance. 1/3 represents 33.33% of 100. Newton knew that St. John utilized 1/3, that is 33 1/3, throughout the book of Revelation. A third of this, a third of the oceans, so forth and so on. So in a sense, we're talking about a third of time, the birth of Jesus Christ, the Gregorian calendar date, a third of time. Universal hour has 60 minutes in it. Navigational and geodetic measures, calculates and converts decimal distances based on 10 into degrees of minutes and seconds based on 60. To find minutes, the decimal 0.33 is multiplied by 60, or 0.33 times 60 will equal 19.819 minutes. To find seconds, the decimal 0.8 is again multiplied by 60. 0.80 times 60 equals 48 seconds. Therefore, converting 0.33%, or 1/3 of an hour, is exactly 19 minutes 48 seconds, a fractal representation of 1948, expressed as 19 minutes 48 seconds. (1948) and 33, Jerusalem to the Mediterranean Sea. Again, 1948 and the third of time, that is 33, mark the orientation of Jerusalem in the land of Israel. 33 miles is the shortest distance to the Mediterranean Sea from Jerusalem. The direction of this path on both sides of that triangle that you see there generates an azimuth of 19.48 degrees north of west. Now let's take a look at the Avebury Circle in Wiltshire, England, and 360 divided by 7 and Avebury's diameter. Avebury is a no small place of notoriety for occultists and all kinds of different individuals going there to figure out what was going on there. You see in our drawings here, or not our drawings, but our graphics, there is a crop circle just outside of the Avebury Circle. It is the largest and oldest megalithic structure in Europe. Avebury Circle is at 51.428571428.571 latitude, or 360 degrees divided by 7 will equal 51.428561428.571, the exact latitude. 2,520 at Avebury Circle is seen in the diameter of Avebury enclosure, which is 1,260 feet, or 1/2 of 2,520. Again, on Avebury Circle, the number 7, 360, 2,520, and pi. Now, prophetically, 2,520 used in concert with 360, pi, and 7 reveals much in every way. 7 times 360, of course, equals 2,520, times pi equals 7,916 Earth's diameter, plus pi, of course, is precisely 7,920, times pi will equal 24,883.2 statute miles, which is the Earth's circumference, or 7 times pi times 360 equals 7,960 plus pi equals 7,920 statute miles. Now, 1,260 feet, or time times and half a time, or 3.5 years, or 1,260 days, or 42 months, or 3.5 days, or 1/2 the 70th week of Daniel's prophecy is equal to the diameter of the Avebury Circle in Wiltshire, England, which has a precise diameter of 1,260 feet, or 1/2 of 2,520, equals 1,260, which is the latter half of Daniel's 70th week. Again, Avebury Circle's 21.60 degrees is also quite fascinating. It's a peculiar occurrence. The center of Avebury Circle to Jerusalem's Temple Mount lies 21.60 degrees south of true east, which is a fractal of the moon's diameter, and the number of years in one zodiacal age in the precession of the equinoxes. 2,160 is also 360 less than 2,520. The numbers could be inherently astronomical, representing precession and dimension of the Earth-Moon system, according to David Flynn. Now let's talk about the circle of Jesus' ministry. And again, 33 was the age of Jesus at his crucifixion and his resurrection. The ministry of Jesus was centered in Galilee, Capernaum, meaning village of compassion. Messiah was cut off at the age of 33. Galilee of the Gentiles, Matthew 4:13 and 16, lies on the 33rd parallel. His northern extension of ministry was in Sidon, if you see that circle way up in Sidon, as in the Syro-Phoenician woman. Sidon is located at the 33-degree, 33-minute, 33-second north latitude. The number 33 is written as Gil in Hebrew and pronounced Gal, meaning round thing, wheels, or circle. And that is also a geological circle that you see around the Sea of Galilee where Jesus ministered. Galilee of the Gentiles, Capernaum, center of Jesus' ministry. On the 33rd parallel, it intersects the area of Sidon in Cana at 33 degrees, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds north latitude. And note the geocircle of the terrain there as well. Bethlehem, on the other hand, and Pi, 3.14. Gal, geographic theme, is enhanced in the locality of Jesus' birthplace. The traditional site of the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem is approximately 540, note the fall of Babylon in 540, yards from north latitude, 31 degrees, 41 minutes and 59 seconds, a fractal of pi, 3141. The universal value for all circles, as in pi times the diameter of a circle, is equal to the circumference or area of the circle. The miracle of the 153 fish in Galilee. In John 21:11, the miracle of Jesus in Galilee in his resurrection and catching the 153 fish. Archimedes, in his treatise Measurement of a Circle, in Greek, it's koulou metrisis, calculated pi using 96-sided polygon. The ratio of the circumference of any circle to its diameter is greater than 3 and 10/71, or 1351 over 780, but it's less than 3 and 1/7, or 255 over 153, or 22 over 7, or 3.14, or pi. So you can use pi as 255 over 153. His third proposition on circles also contains an accurate approximation to the square root of 3, or 1351 over 780, okay, is greater than the square root of 3 is greater than 255 over 153. Now the 153 fish and the 200 sacred cubits. Aha! Simon Peter, one, plunged into the sea and rowed out of the boat. But the other disciples, when they saw Jesus, 6 only, came in the little boat, for they were not far from land, but about, the scriptures say, 200 cubits, dragging the net with fish. That's found in John 21:8. Simon Peter, on the other hand, went up, meaning the 7th person, went up and dragged the net to the land after Jesus said he needed some fish, full of large fish, 153 to be exact. This is found in John 21:11. Now, 2520 constitutes the sacred cubit measurement, times the 200 cubits, and it will equal 5040, Plato's very, very significant number, divided by 2 will give you 2520. Plato's 5040 number bears significance, and 6 plus 1, for there were 6 disciples, plus Simon Peter, is equal to 7. God's perfect numbers bear witness in becoming fishers of men. They were complete. Fishing among the Gentiles. Many interpretations of why this 153 are out there. 153 different species of fish. I've heard a lot of different stories about why the 153, but in keeping with the theme of the circle, and with the fact that the ancients, even in that time, would know the significance of 153 as part of pi, it appears that Galilee of the Gentiles, for several reasons, and calculating the circle, and 3, as in the age of Jesus, 33, and the 33rd parallel, and the extent of his ministry at 33 degrees, 33 minutes, 33 seconds, with the Syrophoenician woman, and the Gentiles in Matthew 15:21 through 28. Jesus told the disciples where to fish, the other side, or to fish among the Gentiles. Now we're talking about the Vesica Piscis and 153. Now look at these geometric drawings very carefully. You see the 153 going from left to right and the 265 going up and down. What you have here are 2 circles whose perimeters, or the circumference, cross over each other and cross into the middle of the other circle's center. The number 153 has also been related to the Vesica Piscis, literally the measure of a fish, a shape which is the intersection of 2 circles with the same radius, intersecting in such a way that the center of each circle lies, again, on the circumference of the other. The mathematical ratio of the width of the Vesica Piscis to its height is the square root of 3, or approximately 1.7320508, 153 over 265, or 153 to 265, or 265 over 153. 1.732058, since if straight lines are drawn connecting the centers of the 2 circles with each other, and with the 2 points where the circles intersect, you will get 2 equilateral triangles joined along an edge. You can see how that is worked out in those drawings. And anytime 2 circles cross over each other's center in this fashion, you're going to get 153, if you would, over 265, excuse me, over 153. Very interesting indeed. Now, joining the circles and the fish. The ratios 265 to 153 are equal in decimal figures to 1.7320261, the lower, or the 22 over 7. And 1351 to 780 will equal in decimals 1.7320513, or the upper, or the 223 over 71. These are two of a series of approximations to this value, each with the property that no better approximation can be obtained with smaller whole numbers. Archimedes of Syracuse, in his On the Measurement of the Circle, uses these ratios as upper and lower bounds. Therefore, we are committed to the proposition that the 153 fish that Jesus caught in the Galilee was a very clear attempt on his part to, if you would, impress them with the new way of fishing among the Gentiles, and that was the center of his ministry. This ends our video number 9, and we're moving on to video number 10. Thank you for your listening and your attention. Please go back and verify the calculations. Again, this is Doug Krieger of the Tribulation Network.